Hi gang, Bill Greenberg with PhoneScholar.com. Today is Friday, August 20th, 2010. Yes, we made it through another week. And boy, I don't know about you, but this seemed like a long week. I hope nobody else had that. Next week's going to seem like interminable because my lovely son Andy, that some of you have met, actually this is his last week of summer camp, and we have a week in between school and summer camp, and I get to be home with him all week next week. So that's going to be just a joy. I love my son, don't get me wrong, but being at home with a 10-year-old alone all week, and unfortunately he goes to a different school than most of his friends in the area, and they've all gone back to school already, but his school starts a week later, so we're going to have a fun week next week. Anyway, here's a summary of what's on the website today. Great first one, 4-way dogfight. iPhone 4 versus EVO 4G versus Vibrant versus Droid X. And Noah over at PhoneDog.com did a tremendous video. It's actually 2 videos. Now it's a little bit long. It's a total of almost 25 minutes if you watch both videos. However, if you're really not sure of which smartphone to get, of the big ones nowadays, this really does give you a very good evaluation of all 4 phones. He doesn't go into tremendous features and stuff like that, but it's a good enough representation, and he represents a phone from each carrier and each style of phone, so that's really great. And he'll go on to mention in the story that there are definitely a bunch of other phones that he could have put on there, but like I said, he wanted to pick 4 main phones, 1 from each carrier. And basically, again, he does have a final conclusion, and just like I keep saying when people ask me, and I've said on here numerous times, when they say, which phone should I get, you got to kind of try them out and check them out for yourself. There's really no definitive answer. But he did say the Droid X is the best for actual voice quality. If you want just absolute voice quality, the Droid X is the best. If you're going for your media, picture taking, video, stuff like that, then the iPhone's the one for you. If you want true value, then the Samsung Vibrant from T-Mobile, because of the offers that a lot of people are putting on T-Mobile. In fact, there are some third-party websites that are offering it for free, plus the pricing plans for T-Mobile tend to be less. And if you're a real heavy-duty power user with gaming and stuff like that, then the EVO is what he recommends. So go ahead and take a look at the videos. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of which way to go. Next, get a Sony Reader Pocket Edition for $99.99. Sony has come out with the PRS 300. It's an e-reader with a 5-inch screen, and it's on Sears, and I put the link to purchase it. If you want to purchase it on Sears, I put the link on there for $99.99. Now it's being sold everywhere, Target, Best Buy, even on Sony Style itself, but they're all at $150. Amazon has it for, what is it, $132.88. But the Sears website has it for $99.99. Why Sears, I have no idea. The cool thing about the Sony e-readers is they support the EPUB, which is a free downloadable book site that you can get books from, and it doesn't say how many books, but it has, I'm sure, hundreds of thousands of books. Now the one drawback with this one is you do have to connect it to the PC to download books. It doesn't have Wi-Fi or 3G, but for $100 it's a 5-inch screen, it's small, not a bad thing. Next, worst of the week, Bite Me, and I told you, and Bite B-Y-T-E. Dan Meyer from RCR Wireless News, and RCR Wireless News is one of the newspapers that I get my stories from to put on here, and he does a thing called Worst of the Week every Friday. He does an article and he talks about all kinds of stuff. Most of the time, it's a great read for me, but it's a lot of times technical stuff, things like that, and I'm trying to keep that kind of stuff away from this website so we can go with more general stuff. But this one he does talk about, and he complains about how the carriers and the manufacturers are not really explaining how these bytes work, and how when they say you have unlimited data usage, or you have 5 megabytes of data usage, or you have 250 or 5 gigabytes of data usage, it's not really explained real well, and he kind of talks about that. But the most important thing in here is I have a link to the Verizon Wireless convergence chart, and you can actually put in there if you get so many emails, it'll take up this much data. If you send out so many emails, if you play games for this long, it's a great convergence chart, and I think you should take a look at it. I'm going to use it a lot, and I'm actually going to study it so I can have it memorized, so when people start asking me, I can do that. On the article itself, I put a little blurb of convergence for you, like an email can equal 20 megabytes, stuff like that, so go ahead and take a look at that. On the website itself, I think it'll be something that's extremely helpful. And then last, just kind of an information piece. Watch out, Apple. Android 3.0 tablets may surpass iPad. And there's been a huge issue. It looks like Google is working with Motorola, Verizon, and many other, Samsung, Toshiba, to put out these tablets to rival the iPad. And what they're saying is, again, since just to let you know, in the second quarter of 2009, there were only 750,000 Android phones sold. In the second quarter of 2010, there was 10.6 million. So they're saying, can it take over the iPad? Absolutely. Now, because the amount of actual products that are going to be put out there, and the actual choice between the carriers and the manufacturers, stuff like that. So just the sheer numbers of what's going to be available out there can help surpass the total numbers of iPads sold. Now, a lot of you, this is going to get a little bit confusing between Android 2.2, Android 3.0, and going beyond. They're saying right now that the Android 3.0, because a lot of you say, well, wait a second, the 2.2 is not even out yet. There's a lot of phones that still need it. They're saying that the 3.0 may only be for these tablets, that the 3.0 may never hit the phones, and in fact, there'll be an upgrade above that. You know, as we know, the 2.2 is called Froyo, the 3.0 is called Gingerbread, and now they're saying that the next upgrade, which may be 3.1, 3.2, or 4.0, will be called Honeycomb. And they're saying that the Honeycomb might be going back for the phones and the tablets, but the 3.0 may only be for tablets. This is all speculation. This is all just what I've read, so there's no definites about this. But again, check out the article. I think it might be a little interesting for you. I think it might be a lot interesting for you. That's why I put it on there. Sorry. Under categories, under Android, and this one I had put on there because I just think it's just a little bit too hilarious. Smartphone smudges can reveal password study finds. And basically what they're saying is that on the Androids, a lot of the Android phone, they have a custom unlock program that you put in. You hit a customary digit, kind of like a keypad on an alarm system, to open up your phone. And when you do that, it leaves smudges of fingerprints on there, and that hackers can actually get a hold of your phone, check out the fingerprint pattern, and get into your phone. And rather than take your phone, okay, and you know, you have this on here and you have smudges, and rather than do this and then do that, I mean, the fact that there's a whole article written about it, I just thought was kind of funny, because I do this all the time. I just swipe off my phone. Now, I will also tell you, and this is an absolute product pitch, under the product section on the website, I endorse and I sell a product called Screen Guard Foam Cleaning Spray, which when you spray this, I probably put about 25 applications on my phone, and like I said, all I have to do is this, and it's a tremendous, there's a video on there to check it out. It is a tremendous product. I'm actually going to be talking more about it in the next coming weeks and doing a lot more advertising with it, and I'm actually going to put an advertising banner on the webpage for it, because it's that good a product. In my opinion, it's one of the best products that nobody knows about. Although it seems like some of you are cluing into it because we are selling more and more of it, and it's a great product. So anyway, sorry, that was a cheap pitch phase of my video. Have a great weekend. As for everything, and to see the full stories of everything, see www.phonescholar.com. If you have any questions or comments, you can send me those at blogquestions@phonescholar.com. That's all I got for today. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday.